In this video, I'm going to discuss the coverages that are most significant for a fire protection business, as well as how to get the most competitive price in the market. But before I do that, if you wouldn't mind giving this video a quick like, as it really helps to push these types of videos out to other business owners like yourself, and consider subscribing to the channel. Now, for a fire protection business, there are a couple of key coverages that you really have to have. And the first is general liability. Now, this might be obvious in many ways, but maybe not obvious as to why. First, premise liability, all the things that could happen while you're on the job site. Also, there's another aspect of this on general liability called products and completed operations. So this is going to cover the job after it's complete, after the job is done. Incredibly important to have both of these aspects of coverage on your general liability with a limit that's going to cover your scope of work and jobs. So whether you're doing commercial work at apartments, retail, any building, any large value building where there could be a major loss, you want to make sure that you're properly covered. And a good way to do this is to have a commercial umbrella policy that sits on top of your general liability. Now, many fire protection business owners think that having a commercial umbrella is too much coverage, or they only purchase a commercial umbrella when it's mandated for a job. Now, in my opinion, if you care about the lastingness and continuation of your business, having a commercial umbrella is a must. They're relatively inexpensive for the amount of coverage that they offer. Now, if something bad was to happen, this is going to give you a good cushion of coverage so that you may not have to pay anything out of pocket. Unfortunately, lawyers are coming after businesses hard, and if something bad was to happen, having a commercial umbrella will give you that cushion, like I mentioned before, if something bad was to happen. So you want to think about general liability, you want to think about workers' comp if you have employees, commercial auto if you have vehicles. Also, you want to think about your tools and equipment. So this is going to be called inland marine coverage. This is going to cover your tools while on the job site or in transit, or if you have a shop, things of that nature. It's going to cover all your tools and equipment from fire, any kind of natural disaster, and also theft. Also, lastly, you want to think about the professional exposure side of your business. So if you're doing any type of design work, like let's say designing a fire sprinkler system, or making a decision to move a fire sprinkler from here or there, that's likely not going to be covered under your general liability. That's not your actual work. That is a professional exposure. That is professional expertise. That's giving your advice. That's making a design decision in and how a fire sprinkler or a fire system works. That leaves a gap in coverage, and errors and omissions, contractors' errors and omissions, or professional liability is going to cover you if you have a professional liability exposure. So now that you know the broad spectrum of coverages, doesn't mean that a fire protection business is going to need all these coverages, but you definitely want to be aware of them. And if you like having a conversation like this and like working with a person that could build a specific insurance plan tailored to your business, we would love to work with you. Feel free, we make it easy. Feel free to visit the website below, fill out a little bit of information, and we will follow up and get a tailored quote out for your business. Or feel free to give me a call directly at 858-277-1585. Whatever way that you choose, I hope to hear from you soon, and thank you so much for your interest.